We didn't know how many treasures the west coast of Denmark holds. Is the architectural landscape on the west coast different from that of the east coast? How is the Maritime Center inspired by wooden boat construction from inside? How does the new museum built directly on the site of Denmark's largest World War II refugee camp look like? What does it mean, contactless hotel? In this episode, we continue our architectural road trip in Denmark to explore new places. Today, our trip started from Zealand, Denmark's largest and most populous island. And now we are crossing the Great Bell Strait that separates Zealand to the east and Funen to the west. The Great Belt Bridge, together with Øresund Bridge and the Little Belt Bridge, creates a continuous road rail route from mainland Europe through Denmark to Sweden. This road trip was made in collaboration with Clever, a leading Danish company in electric vehicle charging. Now we arrived to our first stop point, Clever charging station in Odense, designed by Cobe architects. It stands out as one of Denmark's largest and busiest ultra-fast EV stations. With 28 charging outlets, it serves heavy traffic on the E20 motorway near Odense.
You can find a full episode about Odense on our channel.
This facility is frequently described as Denmark's biggest fast-charging hub supports long-distance travel. As we already saw in the previous episode, it uses modular timber canopies inspired by tree structures, with FSC-certified glulam, planted roof, and scalable configurations for different sites.
Unlike the charging station we saw in Cobe, this one includes also cafe and services. So one can have lunch, work at the laptop, take a coffee or just relax. The special features of the toilet furniture is the material made of small pieces of timber glued together. Vudio is a Finnish company that produces these innovative products.
Cobe founder Dan Stubergard explains that electric vehicles represent the future, so their design provides EV drivers with a refreshing mental break in a serene oasis. The architecture, materials, and overall concept reflect this vision.
Now, when the car is fully charged, it is time to go to the new city, Esbjerg. It is the fifth largest city in Denmark and a major North Sea port in Jutland's west coast. The city's motto, Waste No Time, reflects its origins as a 19th century harbor built for fishing and trade.
Man by the Sea, four 9-meter wide concrete figures by Sven Wiik Hansen, unveiled in 1995, symbolize the man connecting with nature and is visible from 10 kilometers away. We arrived here to visit one special building, the Maritime Center designed by Snohetta and Werk Arkitekter. The weather here is very different from that of Copenhagen and Cobe, where we were yesterday. There was a heavy snowstorm there. Here it almost feels like spring, except the strong wind. famous as Lanterna. It works simultaneously as a robust piece of coastal infrastructure, a community house for water sports clubs, and a sculptural landmark that glows like a lantern on the harbor. The center gathers rowing, kayaking, sailing, diving, and triathlon clubs under one roof, together with shared social spaces, training rooms, and educational facilities. This makes it a public hub where athletes, school classes, crab fishing, and random passers-by can all access maritime life at the edge of Odense. Its circular, open design invites visitors in from every angle, creating an accessible and inclusive building. The goal has been to create a unique destination that lights up the coast so everyone can find their way to new communities at sea.
Large windows throughout the building's facade give plenty of daylight and visibility inwards, connecting the center to its surroundings. A warm glow shines through the windows at night, lighting the center like a lantern. The facade has the rhythm and repetition inspired by wooden boat construction, both outside and inside. It also reflects the water's energy with the pace and horizontal rippling effect experienced when throwing a stone in the water. The changes in the angle of the panels give varying shadows inspired by the shapes of kayaks. The wooden rhythm continues on the roof, where solar panels are integrated with a belt around the top edge. The robustness of the center is evident not just in the building's ability to facilitate activities, but also in how it creates shelter from strong winds. The building is planned for high water in case of water exceeds the new surrounding dam. Therefore, the structure up to the first floor is made of concrete and poured in one go. The wooden facade is designed to withstand harsh weather conditions, while the building has areas where visitors can find shelter. We think that the Maritime Center is definitely worth a visit, especially in summer. It's time to go to the next stop point, Flugt. It is the first museum in the world fully dedicated to refugee stories and is built directly on the site of Denmark's largest World War II refugee camp. Bjarke Ingels group transformed two remaining red brick hospital wings from the camp into a museum. connecting them with the curtain curved volume. This serpentine connector creates a glazed courtyard that visually ties past structure to a new sculptural intervention and landscape. The central curved volume is a high, light timber space that feels like a pavilion, with exposed wood structure and continuous yellow brick floor that visually link all hospital wings and the new extension. A teardrop-shaped courtyard with water and heath planting sits right next to this hall. This amazing detail of the connection between the old building and the new intervention. So the interior is constantly in dialogue with sky, forest, and the farmer camp landscape. Big says that Flugt is a great example of how adaptive reuse can result in sustainable, functional building that preserves our shared history while standing out architecturally. By connecting Augsburg's local story to modern crisis, the museum underlines that becoming a refugee is a universal human possibility, not an other people's problem. This framing makes Flugt a place of remembrance, learning, and reflecting on shared responsibility in a globalized world. The atmosphere of the place, full of its historical memory, is very impactful. With many thoughts in our head, we continue our road trip. The short stop at the Esbjerg airport to recharge the car at the Clever station. The primary use of Esbjerg airport is as a heliport for flying offshore out to the North Sea oil and gas platforms. Now we are going to the town Middelfart, to the Contactless hotel. But first, the dinner. Hotel Melfarhus is a model, fully digital, reception-free hotel with app-based check-in and services. Located by the Middelfart Marina, it is designed with both comfort and sustainability in mind. The night view from the room. Good morning. So, what does it mean, contactless hotel? After the booking, the guest receives a digital code in the app that permits to open the entrance door of the hotel, the room door, and the parking area as well. The digital key is active until the checkout time. In this way, the need for front desk interaction is eliminated. We found this experience very interesting. Hotel Melfarhus was designed by own PSL architects. The building appears to be a light construction and adapts to the maritime local environment. The design as gable houses with cedar roofs gives the building a friendly and human scale. The hotel was opened in 2025 and it holds DJNB Gold certification for sustainability. Melfarhus stands right near the Middelfart beach. Let's take a walk there. Some ongoing interventions are under construction here. In whole, this part of Denmark seems very beautiful. It would be great to come here also in summer season. And what do you think about these places? Let us know in comments. We continue our architectural road trip to the north. See you in the next episode.